Oh, man. Whew.
Jesus.
Hello and welcome to another More Movies Reacts. My name's Greg Fisher. Legend next to me here is Dave Roberts. How you doing, Dave?
I'm pretty good, sir. Pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, my friend. I thought this week we'd have a look at the trailer for the new Halloween Kills. It's coming out soon. It's obviously part of the Halloween franchise, Michael Myers and all that stuff. Do you know anything about this movie?
Yeah, so I managed to catch last year the first of this. It's basically a reboot of the franchise.
Okay, another reboot.
Another reboot in all these years. So they've tried to kind of freshen it up a bit. So I watched the new one from 2018 last year, which of course has Jamie Lee Curtis back.
Was that a sequel or a reboot?
It's kind of it's complicated because they're calling it like a reboot of the franchise.
Okay,
but really, of course, the series as a whole is a bit of a mess.
Yeah,
over the years that never made sense. They've basically gone that Michael Myers is in prison, like in a mental institute.
Yeah.
So kind of the first film happened.
Yeah.
And Jamie Lee Curtis's character, all these years later, is still affected by what happened in the original. But I think all the others kind of it skips over.
Okay.
So to speak. So it's back again. Halloween Kills. This is the sequel to that film.
Okay.
And Jamie Lee Curtis is back, and we've got Anthony Michael Hall in this one.
Oh, so, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main man himself from The Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Dark Knight, all of that stuff. So this is actually a sequel to the rebooted Halloween that came out a couple of years ago. Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis is back. I don't know much else about it. I don't think we need to know much else about it. Let's check out the trailer. Let's react to it and have a little bit of a chat about it afterwards.
Sounds good.
Hit it.
So here we go. This is the end of the last film, The House on Fire.
Okay. It's Jamie Lee. Backdraft vibes going on there.
Watch out, buddy.
You know whose hand that was. Here he comes.
Oh,
Michael Myers.
hello.
How come his hair wasn't on fire?
Because he's indestructible. Right?
Now, killing firemen, that is just low. That is just one step too far.
My grandmother was right. The boogeyman was real.
It's over.
We can't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, yeah?
No one told you.
Told me what?
He's still alive.
Somebody in there?
Ooh.
Michael Myers is alive.
Oh, man. Whew.
Jesus.
Stop! You had a knife in your stomach.
You and Allyson should not have to keep running. Evil dies tonight.
I'm not just gonna sit and watch another innocent person die.
If you track Michael's
Hey, there's the theme tune.
that's a straight
Love it.
line to Michael's childhood home.
There he is.
There he was, yeah.
Let's hunt him down.
Michael Myers is flesh and blood. But a man couldn't have survived that fire. The more he kills, the more he transcends.
Run! Go now!
He's the essence of evil.
He's behind you.
Do it! Do it! You want your mask? Come and get it!
I'm coming for you, Michael.
Well, there we go. I mean, there we go. October release, obviously, probably towards the end of October, just in time for the celebrations itself, Halloween.
Happy Halloween, ladies.
We got Jamie Lee Curtis back in action. The theme tune is there. It's had a little bit of a revamp. We've got old legacy stars like Anthony Michael Hall in there. We got a cast of new, young, fresh faces, all ready for the offing, no doubt. I mean, it's more of the same, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, creative kills.
I think you're so creative.
Let's see how he takes them out. I mean, I was quite surprised that we've seen quite a lot of the kills within the trailer itself. He took out half the fire department. Yeah. That poor black lady in her kitchen got a fluorescent broken light bulb tube in through the neck. And,
that was pretty. Whew,
yeah. So it's what looks like more of the same. Looks quite exciting.
Yeah, it does look quite fun. Because I was pleasantly surprised at the reboots the other year.
Okay.
I thought it felt fresh. It put a lick of paint that made sense on the franchise.
Okay.
After so many of those films being shite, basically, since the original.
It's a waste of your life, man. Poisoning your body with that shite.
It felt a bit more. It had a bit more of a presence. It felt more real. Like this crazy killer on the loose kind of thing. It was a bit more grounded. It's of course bonkers, but you know what I mean. You're not there going, "This is silly."
No. For me, it's a great shame that poor old Donald Pleasance has been dead for years now. But his role as Dr. Loomis was one of my favorite parts of the original. Yeah. And, I think he did star in a couple of the sequels as well. He sort of came back for them, but it's a shame he's gone now because, I would love to see him back in it, but he'd probably be about 100 years old or something now anyway. So.
But it looks fun, and we've got some of our favourites in there from back in the past, Anthony Michael Hall, and
So it seemed to be what she was saying was he is just a man, but the more people he kills, the more sort of supernatural powers increase with him. That seemed to be the hint of what I was getting from it as well. So it's like we got to shut him down sooner rather than later before he becomes too powerful. And he's obviously got this Terminator kind of thing going on where he's kind of unstoppable. He's emotionless. Yeah. There's no eyes. There's no face to really gauge what's going on. He's just this sort of faceless killer. But, hasn't it always been thus? It's like with all the famous 80s or 70s or 80s horror characters, they haven't changed much in the years. Still got that smelly old boiler suit on, still using Granny's old kitchen knife to murk people with.
Yeah, I think what I was impressed at with the remake was that, after the original was obviously very, very good, especially at the time. And then after that, when it got into 2, 3, 4, 5, the million they did of them, it all became a bit silly and goofy, and it lost that edge that the original had. Yeah. And it just became just a case of stab, 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 stab nonsense. And it lost the tension and the horror aspect of it. Yeah. And I felt that the remake gained some of that back. They really tried to get back to the...
Did John Carpenter have anything to do with the remake?
He's producing it, executive producer or something. Whether he was intensely involved, I don't know. He could just be there in name only. But
well, of course, we've done a top 5 John Carpenter article on the website last year at some point. We'll link that below if people are interested in reading that. I can tell you that Halloween is one of them. How could it not be? 1978 original is a classic horror film. But, it's not my favorite genre, but when it's done well, I do like it very much. Yeah. And I'd say this is somewhere in the middle for me. It doesn't look absolute shite, but it doesn't look amazing either. But I'd probably give it a watch. If the time was right, you're around Halloween, it comes out. It's like, I like Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm glad to see her back in it.
Yeah, I think... I wouldn't usually jump to something like this. No. I'm not a big horror fan. I'm not a big slasher fan. But after watching that first one, I'm actually quite excited to watch this one and see where they go with it, because I actually enjoyed it, which surprised me. So should be interesting.
Well, there we go. Should be interesting. That's what Dave says. What do you say at home? Look interesting to you? Halloween Kills out this October. There's the trailer. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and hope you can join us both next time for another More Movies Reacts.
That's it for this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And remember to like, share and subscribe right here on YouTube. For more film reviews and articles, join us on our website moremovies.co.uk. Or join us on social media at More Movies For You. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all across the board. You know the score. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us at buymeacoffee.com or join us on patreon.com. Links in the description down below. And for more filmtastic content, click one of the buttons on screen now.